Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Teresa. I do videos on whatever I want because I don't like putting myself in a box. And today I think I just set the record for myself for the most thumbnails I have ever taken for a video because oh my god, I could not get the hair to cooperate. Um couldn't get the shirt to cooperate at all. And so yeah, just finally got a thumbnail that would work for this video. And so I am back. Um, the toes are feeling great. I can walk like a normal person. For those who don't know, I got both of my big toenails removed a few weeks ago, and then they got infected, and it was great. And that all happened right before Christmas. Then I had to fly out and see my family, and that was a whole thing that, needless to say, started up some family drama and made Christmas really enjoyable. And so, yeah. But they're doing much better now. And like I said, I can walk like a normal human being. I saw the podiatrist Monday, and got all cleared from him. Ballet starts again on Tuesday, and so I got cleared to do ballet. And so that will be really interesting to see how all of that goes. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to share with you guys my resolutions for 2026. And I will not lie, I made way too many resolutions, but I did split them up into certain categories. So I have like a category for the apartment, for finances, for work, and then personal and health. So yeah, the biggest category is work, but yeah. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So for the apartment, I really focused on what have I been struggling to kind of keep up with when it comes to the apartment. Since I have now officially been living on my own for a year, what are some things that I need to improve upon? And the biggest thing is minimizing clutter, mostly papers that are coming in to the apartment. So one of the things I struggle with is high stress. And one of the things I have found through like research and stuff is to work on a little section of your place and organizing it at the end of the day of the workday, when you come home. And so that can help with stress. And then also two in one, you're organizing and you're, you know, helping out your stress levels. So that's something that I would like to do. And yeah, the next thing is taking better care of the dishes that get piled up in the sink, drying rack, that's next to my sink, and then in the dishwasher as well. And I literally put just take care of them right away and put them back. It doesn't take that much time. I don't know why I have this habit of letting things pile up in the sink or the dish rack, the drying rack that's right next to it, or even like I'll run the dishwasher and then I'll just like let them be in the dishwasher. Literally, I'm like, it doesn't take you that long to put them back. I literally timed myself the other day and it took me 3 minutes, 3 minutes to put the dishes back from running the dishwasher. Like, girl, it's not going to take you that long. So, that is a goal that I have. Um, Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, actually, to go on to your comment here, I calculated this morning. I weighed myself this morning. Um, I was down 2 pounds, surprisingly. I was a little bit worried because of the fact that I had that surgery and I couldn't work out or anything like that. I also like wasn't eating much, which my dietitian said is like normal for like when you're going through that, um, you know, and that's added stress too, right, for your body. And of course, I was stressed as finances goes. And so, yeah, weighed myself. I was down 2 pounds from the last time I weighed myself, which was actually like the beginning of December. And I was like, hey, what counts is the medication is still working and I am losing weight. And then I calculated from when I started in December, um, when I started in December, oh my gosh, October, back on the medication of fentanyl and topiramate, and I've lost 10 pounds since then, and it hasn't even been 2 full months. So, in I see my doctor on Wednesday to refill the medication, and so I know obviously, like, going into the doctor, it's gonna add 3 pounds. At this clinic, the scale adds 3 pounds, but I'm gonna straight up tell her, like, I've actually lost a total of 10 pounds, on the medication, and so, yeah. So, thank you so much. I'm glad somebody has noticed, um, and yeah. So, yeah, I it's kinda weird because I do go back and look at my thumbnails on YouTube just to see, like, because I can tell it in my face a lot of times, just to see, like, "Oh, how does my face look in these thumbnails?" And it's not a good thing for your mental health whatsoever, but yeah, I'm kinda like, "Oh, can you tell now?" And it is terrible because I was thinking about this as I was watching a Taylor Swift video and, watching somebody react to, the documentary and react to one of the dancers, Cam, tell his story of being a dancer and being a bigger dancer, because I have experience with that too. And, I just remember, you know, being a bigger kid and, like, looking at my body in the mirror and comparing it to, like, the other people in my dance class, and, like, I still do that in ballet now as an adult, and I'm constantly in ballet and being like, "Oh, can you tell? Can you tell, like, I've lost weight?" And you never can. So, thank you so much for your comment. So I'm gonna continue with this. So little side tangent. So yeah, since I've back on the medication, I've actually lost 10 pounds. So I'm excited to actually share that with my doctor, and hopefully she'll be surprised when I tell her on Wednesday. So yeah, the good thing is I don't have my client that eats out on Tuesdays anymore. So that's really good. So it's not like I'm gonna eat out the day before, have a lot of sodium to where I'm gonna like gain a little bit of weight. Um, and then like go in and see her because I see her right in the morning. So yeah, and I'm still working with my dietitian. I'm actually gonna like take her advice this year. So yeah. Okay, the next little section of these goals. Now that I got sidetracked, welcome to my channel, you guys. I get sidetracked a lot. I also happen to be neurodivergent. Uh, anyways, the next little bit is finances. The big thing is create a budget. Maybe once I start getting assistance through Voc Rehab, who helps people who are neurodivergent like me, I can start creating a budget. Uh, I want to start putting a portion. Oh, it's a dog. I was like, that is the weirdest sound ever, but it's a dog. Uh, I can start putting a portion of my paycheck into savings because I have not done that yet. It's fine, little steps. So especially once like all the important bills are like paid off. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna look when all the bills get paid and then see what amount needs to be put into savings. That sounds like a good plan. So, anyways, definitely start like an emergency fund because, like I said, I was freaking out when I was recovering from surgery and then like freaking out about bills and stuff and PTO and whatever. I literally had to redo my time card so many times yesterday and didn't know like how much PTO I had and how much sick I had. And oh my gosh, nobody at my job is like telling me anything of like what to do with it. Um, like what I'm supposed to do um in the meantime. So, cuz we have to like be face to face with clients and stuff. So, I was like, "Oh no, like I don't know if I have enough PTO whatever." But we got it all worked out and that's the main thing. So, I also wrote down cuz I um remembered earlier today. Remember you drive around for a living. You have car expenses now. So not just gas, but I had an incident where literally my one tire blew out. And so yeah, when that happens, I definitely need to have the money to pay for that because I can't afford to just like leave it and take care of it later on. I'm also crazy that if my like oil change light goes on and it says like I have 15%, I need to get on top of that because my neurodivergency and how my disability works is I don't know how long that's going to last me, especially when I'm driving around a lot. Um, so yeah, I like to stay on top of that, get it done like ASAP. Uh, so that's not an issue with the job that I have. So, yeah, especially now because I literally use my personal car for everything. Um, yeah, because we only have so many company cars, and obviously we have to share company cars. So, the next thing is work. Like I said, there's a lot of that, but the biggest thing I'm going to share with you guys that kind of goes into health that we have going a conversation going on in the live chat over here is take breaks in between clients. Eat a snack, which is one of the things I'm working on with my dietitian. Drink water, use whatever bathroom you need to, breathe, and do a short meditation. Nothing is worth risking your mental health over. And if you're not in a good place mentally, that's going to rub off on your clients. Listen, if you guys have ever worked like as a supportive staff member with clients, like running around doing things for people, working in their homes or whatever, like you get this. I've literally the amount of times I've had a conversation with my dietitian about like this is my schedule. It is literally impossible some days to even like use the bathroom because there's certain clients that I have to see for like 4 hours. Like it's a little bit insane. Um and because I have people like back to back, I've told her like it's hard for me to do those small frequent meals throughout the day because of like managing my time. And this is like so weird for me because I've never been somebody to struggle with time management growing up. I've always been really good about like turning assignments in on time as a kid. Um, I never had to be reminded to do that. And now, like as an adult, I'm struggling with like time management to some degree. And so, yeah, luckily now, hopefully, it should be getting easier. Knock on wood somewhere. Um, because one of my clients on like Monday got moved to a Tuesday afternoon. So, um, and when they have two things to do, then it'll work out better. So, yeah. I'm just like, it's super crazy. I wish I could be better, like when I'm working, to do like the small frequent meals throughout the day, because that also is very beneficial for weight loss. Whether you do that with medication or not, uh, it's very beneficial. And yeah, and to like increase, water intake. I mean, if you guys have ever done road trips, you know that like you probably aren't drinking a lot of water in general. So imagine having a job where you're kind of living out of your car for like 8 hours of the day. Um, that can be very hard. And depending like where you're going with clients, um, I know sometimes we end up not going somewhere where there is like public restrooms, which is really weird. But I do my best then to kind of steer them to go somewhere where like there's a public restroom, because I'm constantly drinking water, um, or at least trying to, especially now with my allergies acting up, which is a fun time. So, yeah, if you, like I said, ever worked with clients driving around, assisting them, you know the struggle. So, yeah, um, I love my job. That's not to say I don't like my job. I really do love my job. Um, there's just certain things that like you would not even think about with it, but it's all a work in progress, you know? And yes, I've talked to my supervisors about like my caseload and all that kind of stuff. So I'm in therapy too. So that's kind of the main thing that I really need to work on. Because that's also why, too, I've mentioned this before, I have ED tendencies. And so that also kind of plays into it, because again, like when you're go, 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 yeah. So they don't know that part though. Um, I'd only probably tell like one of them about that. But anyways, so let's go on to personal, because I just rambled on about that. Um, the biggest thing I guess in personal, well, there's two big things, is continue to cut people out. I can read all this. Continue to cut people out. Focus on the people that make you feel seen, heard, and loved. And then give yourself grace and be gentle with yourself. I feel like I need to constantly remind myself how much I've gone through at such an early age, um, between, adverse childhood experience, I think is what it's called. So that trauma and then abuse from like a really early age. Um, and that's something like my body couldn't process at that time. So just like giving myself grace, which is something honestly my supervisor has told me time and time again, and I should maybe start listening to her. So, yeah. The next and last section is health. Uh, you know, continue to put physical and mental health first. It was really hard to continually call out when I physically could not walk, but once I requested something from the doctor to be like, "Hey, like I need something for work." Um, it got easier, but because at first he said, "Play it day by day," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work." Um, I think still learning to be an advocate for health needs is really important. So there's that. Working on diet with my dietitian to aid in weight loss. Uh, so there's that. Working on meal prep, adding in vegetables with every meal along with protein is always a goal, and I make that a goal with my dietitian every week. Keep up with movement when physical health allows you to, because things happen. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So, lots of things here that I want to do and work on. I definitely want to like read more books too. There was this really cute thing I saw on TikTok of like a book counter. It says like how many books I read, and then it has like blocks, the number of blocks like you can put in. And so yeah, I thought that was really cute. And so I definitely want to do that too. Because I got so many books now living here. Like, I got more books living here than I ever did in my life living in my hometown. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, if you guys want to drop in the comments, like, some of, I guess it's over here now that I'm live, some of your guys' goals for 2026, that would be amazing. Once this is posted, let me know down below. Did you guys hear that? That was my wrist cracking. This is going to be so fun when I go back to ballet on Monday and everything just cracks. It's going to be wonderful. But I would love to know what some of your guys' like goals, resolutions are for 2026. If you guys are doing the like what's in and what's out for 2026, I would love to know that as well. Um, so yeah, let me know. And I hope you guys all had an awesome Christmas, awesome New Year's as well. And I am so excited for this year. And also, you guys, we are so close to 300 subscribers. And if you're not already, please subscribe down below. I would love to have you on this channel. And I post things like weight loss related content, um, and random things as well. I am going to do more like theater related content, um, as I'm getting back into theater as well. So I'm really excited about that. I'm like over the moon excited. Uh, I just got cast in a show like at the end of 2025. And so we get to pick up scripts this week. And I'm just so excited. I also got, I'm staring at it right now, this cute, like, they call it a workbook. It's not really a workbook, but like journal kind of thing for performers. And it's just literally adorable. So you can write like what show it is, who you've played, and they have prompts for you to write. So it has like the roles you auditioned for, who the director is, um, notes from your audition, the characters you played, notes from the rehearsal process, what you learned from the cast, what you learned from the director. Let's see, if you would like audition again. If yes, what character you would play, anything you need to work on to achieve that. And then, of course, it's got space for uh, photos and stuff, or like the tickets, if you want to like keep the ticket stubs or whatever. So yeah, I'm so excited to fill this up this year because I'm so excited to jump into theater again and do what I'm passionate about and what I love. And so yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys all have an awesome week as well. And yeah, I'm just so excited for this year, you guys. I just think it's going to be an awesome year. So, hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I post every weekend too. I really just failed at my outro. So, subscribe down below, hit the bell for notifications, hit the thumbs up button if you like it. I post every single weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye. There's the outro.